Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like real hating, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born a hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but man, I mean, I'm mad, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got three cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally broke. It ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, that's what real hating is all about, man.
That's what real hating's about. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, I am having a ball and living my best life right now because let the troll games begin. You know, I bet a lot of you guys, I think I understand why the hating is coming so hard from the 49er fans, because they probably went to Bet US and they got that 150% matching, and on their first three deposits of up to $2,000. And instead of putting the house money on the 49ers, they kept betting with their own money. And they kept losing because they're losers. You know, I want to share a few things with you guys. Now, everybody thinks, oh, man, YouTube, man, it's such a great thing, man. You know, now's the time to start your YouTube channel and stuff like that. You know, if you are in your mama's basement, start a YouTube channel. If you're single and broke ass, start a YouTube channel, right? If you're over 40, 50, or 60, start a YouTube channel because it's just great. All you got to do is, start that channel. You're going to get monetized and the money's just going to roll in and everybody's going to love you. Yeah. So here's where we are right now. I got people, the Cowboys, it doesn't matter what the Cowboys do. We suck. We're terrible. But it wasn't expected not to be. We all kept saying that we need everything to go perfect to have a chance because we failed over the last 30 years. We have not won a Super Bowl in 30 years. See, we're not like, the Eagles that won in 2017. We're not like the 49ers who won it, 31 years ago. Oh, okay, be that as it may. But 49er fans, they're butthurt right now because they were in the Super Bowl last year and lost in overtime because their coach didn't understand the overtime rules. And they're expecting to go back because everybody picked them to. So I'm sitting here this morning. I got three emails from a 49er fan. They're butthurt. Just listen to these emails I'm getting. Not just to throw it all on 49ers. Eagle fans are butthurt today, too. So I got Jay. I'm just going to call him Jay. I'm not going to put out his last name because these guys are happy because they're getting like publicity here. They're getting their 5 minutes of fame. Micah is a clown just like you. Make up your clown mind. Do you want to have his kids or do you not like him? Niners for life. So he watched my morning video. He had to watch my morning video and got worked up about it. Then, about an hour later, Jay, you had to take a few shots at the Niners, didn't you, big boy? I don't deny Niners were dog shit this year. That's the difference between me and you. I live in reality. I don't defend an inferior product and twist myself into a pretzel protecting the players when they fail. I don't blame the owner. I had the talent responsible. Also, never forget, we kicked your teeth in even when we sucked all year. We will always kick your dog shit's team's teeth in because your team is soft in big games. Can't beat talented football teams when it's a big game. The Cows will always find a way to fail. They are like you, failures in life who sit on a podcast and talk about winners. Have a glizzy or three and remember, Niners for life. Okay. So later, I get an Eagle fan. His first letter of his name is a J too. So I don't know if it's just something about J's just don't like me. I'm not gonna put out his whole name. Boy, now this one. Okay, if you're under 18, cover your ears. Quit talking about the Eagles, you fat fuck, 60-year-old pussy. You and your wife are like two beluga whales going at it in a bed, 300-pound disgusting beast, fucking pussy bitch. Damn, Joe. Wow. Is it really that serious? Is it really that serious? Damn. I don't know why Eagle fans are bothered about the Cowboys. Y'all are headed for the playoffs. We're just, fly in the butter. But then we get our 49er fan back, too. I'm off work. You can't play poker until Christmas is over. Plenty of time to email you when you pop off this week. You won't be playing the Cows next year. We won't be playing the Cows next year because the shit Niners will be playing a last place schedule.
We sitting here.
Okay, wrong clip. How about this one? The shit Niners will be playing a last place schedule. Cows will be playing a third place schedule. So we'll play the Giants and the Cows will play the Cardinals. Cards will probably whip your ass like they did the last time with Dobbs. Niners for life. Wow. I'm going to say thank you, haters, because you honestly helped this channel grow and, get my numbers up, especially with you commenting so much, but I don't know that it's good for your soul to hate on me so much. But here's the thing, and I'm going to be real with you. We thought maybe we might be a playoff team. That's what I said. I thought the Cowboys, I'll be real, I thought the Cowboys would make the playoffs. But I didn't think we were going to do anything in the playoffs. I said that. I did. I said, 10-7, 11-6 is what I thought. Okay, maybe the Cowboys, get 2 more wins. They go 9-7 at best. Okay, well, it's not a bad. It's been a bad season, but it's not far from what we thought because we looked at it and said we had holes at linebacker, we had holes in running back, we had a need for another wide receiver, we had question marks on the offensive line, right? We had problems throughout on the roster, and we didn't address any of it. We looked at that and said, Jerry, go out and get, Derrick Henry. Go get him. Go out there and get DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver. Go get him. Sign a veteran offensive lineman. We didn't do any of that. We didn't do any of it. It was just like everybody said the Cowboys are going to stink. 49ers now. I'm going to go to David Hausman. This was back in the before the season started. His takes on power ranking.
New year. We've been highlighting moves and additions and subtractions all offseason. So, yeah, let's see where things stand. Our first annual, our first weekly edition of the second annual show, NFL on Fox podcast. Without further ado, the power rankings. A lot of it's going to look similar to how last season ended. Newsflash, that's what we have to go on other than reckless speculation about the offseason. But with so much changing, I do want to highlight a few teams scattered throughout. You know how we do. We'll start down low and move our way toward the top. The bottom 4 teams, I'm sorry, Carolina. I'm sorry, Denver. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see Denver. These seasons going particularly well. But the first team on the list that I'm genuinely curious about at 28, I will readily acknowledge this is a team, maybe this ages poorly, and we're giving kudos to them. That would be the Washington Commanders.
Yep,
who obviously had a busy offseason with $100 million plus in salary cap to spend. And oh, by the way, they drafted Jaden Daniels out of LSU at number 2 overall. Maybe it's a lazy comparison because it's the same team, but man, doesn't it give you 2012 vibes when the Commanders drafted RG3, not thought of as a particularly good team heading into the season, and then RG3 and Alfred Morris helped the Commanders to the NFC East title. I'm not willing to put division title implications on Washington, but with so much different on this team in Dan Quinn's first year as the head coach, maybe they could be a lot better than we think. I'm worried about the offensive line in front of Jaden, but man, the supporting cast is interesting. You add Austin Eckler to what was already there with Brian Robinson. The receivers are nice. Terry McLaurin, annually underrated. Jahan Dotson. I think this offense can be pretty fun with Cliff Kingsbury calling the plays. Dan Quinn, not the talent that he had in Dallas on defense, at least not yet. Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne is a nice place to start, but I'm not sold on the talent there. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I don't think particularly highly right now. Maybe we feel vastly different by the time the season is off and rolling. At number 22, this is one of my spicy takes for the year. I'm really proud of it. I hope it ages well. I hope I'm not feeling dumb about it. I've got the Arizona Cardinals all the way up at 22. Still not overly high, but remember, this was a year we were talking about, were they tanking? We were asking ourselves whether they were tanking last year, and I think this is going to be a feisty team. For starters,
They were.
Kyler
He was
Murray,
right about that one.
fully healthy. For starters, they drafted Marvin Harrison Jr., number 4 overall, the best receiver in this draft class. You add him in with Michael Wilson, Trey McBride at tight end, James Conner still at running back. Drew Petzing's offense was fun last year, and that was when they didn't know what the hell was going on with Josh Dobbs at the beginning of the season. I think this is going to be a really fun offense. They're probably not a very well-rounded team because the defensive talent is still severely lacking. I'm not going to deny that. But Kyler and the offensive talent, I think, is enough for them to be feisty, win some games. If enough stuff goes right, maybe this is a sneaky wild card team. We'll see how that ages, but that's how I feel. Jumping over the middle class a bit, I do want to take this opportunity at number 9. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills.
He's got the Cowboys at 12.
I'm making it my pet cause to remind people that the Buffalo Bills are still pretty good. Yes, they traded Stephon Diggs. Yes, Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde are gone. Tre'Davious White.
Okay. Let's just go a little bit further and see the expectations. Well, you spent a lot of time on Buffalo.
I have top 10 defense for the last 5 years. I trust him to keep that rolling. I'm in on the Buffalo Bills. I think a lot of people are writing them off way too soon. At number 7, let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. Carmen Vitale mentioned this earlier. I'm definitely not going to say we're sleeping on the Bengals.
Okay, the Bengals. He was definitely wrong on that one. You could almost interchange the Bengals and the Commanders.
I'm at 7. Last team I want to take a deep look at, that's the Philadelphia Eagles. Spoiler alert, the top of the league looks awfully similar to the way it finished last year. Kansas City is going to be in the top spot. Probably forever. Like after last year, what could possibly happen to them that would make you doubt the Kansas City Chiefs? The Niners, the Lions, kind of speaks for itself. Let's talk about the number 4 team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
So
it's going to be
we've
interesting
got San Francisco at number 2, salty fans.
Because the talent speaks for itself. I had the Eagles ranked 2nd in the league.
Okay, so you were right about the Eagles. They are one of the better teams. And you had the San Francisco 49ers.
The caliber of their roster makes for a fascinating wrinkle.
Who is,
and let's be honest,
the bigger
for some really
disappointment then?
In Philly. So highlighting the number 4 team because, truthfully, I think they're more interesting.
So he didn't even talk about the Cowboys in any detail because we weren't worth talking about. Yes, we stink. We sucked. And there's no denying it. We don't look at it and say, man, we did so many great things that blew up in our face. We didn't do anything. And we had a whole bunch of injuries. So from that standpoint, I wasn't expecting us to be going back to the Super Bowl like you Niner fans that are going to be playing a 4th place schedule. 4th place schedule. Have a nice day.